Yes, today we are going to be building our very own anamorphic lens. The reason we're going to be building our own anamorphic lens is because, one, buying an anamorphic lens for me right now is just not feasible. For those who don't know how much anamorphic lenses cost, the cheapest one you can get out there is $8 grand, and then it just goes up from there. There are even anamorphic lenses that cost $30,000 each. There are probably some out there that cost even more than that. Now, I could tell you the story on me trying to get a hold of some by renting them or doing some kind of collaboration, but I don't want to waste your guys' time. So the short version is I didn't have any luck. And then that's where I discovered one late night on the internet that you can actually build your own. There's not a lot of info out there, but it takes patience, research, and a little bit of money. I really wanted to not only show you guys what anamorphic lenses look like on the Panasonic S1H, but also wanted to take that next step in my career and shoot some projects on anamorphic lenses. That's right, I'm very new when it comes to using anamorphic lenses. So this video is about my journey taking that next step in my career. Before we get into the meat of this video, we actually gotta go back to where it all started. Oh, and if you're new here, my name's Dustin, your video tour guide, and please keep your arms and legs inside your chairs at all times. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. So I've got a package here, and what's inside is our projection lens we bought. Which one did we buy? Let's go ahead and show you. This'll work. I hate this packing peanuts stuff. Ooh, what is it? Hey, get out of there. My dog's trying to eat the packing peanuts. What is it? Ooh, it's almost like brand new. Feels like it. All right, you guys ready? Woo! We got the Kowa 2x anamorphic for Ben & Howell. Here, let me give you a better view. There she is, Kowa 2x anamorphic for Ben & Howell, or the Kowa B&H for short. It looks really nice. I'm super happy already with this. Man, I am excited. Wow, that looks crazy. So this is definitely not your entry-level anamorphic projection lens, but the lens was just in such good condition, came with the caps, came with the bag, and since this is something kind of just new and for me, I really wanted to make it just kind of special and also really wanted to make it as high quality as I can. They have a list of a bunch of different taking lenses that are good for this type of stuff, so there is one on the list too I have wanted for a while. And it's a very affordable lens, and so I'm just gonna go ahead and buy it, and I'm gonna let you wait again. This video is gonna involve a lot of waiting. But trust me, I think it's gonna be worth it in the end, so stay tuned. Package number 2 arrived, which is going to be our what's called taking lens. This is the Helios 44-2, and I've really wanted this lens because it is iconic for its very swirly bokeh. This is a cheaper one. I wanted to see if I even liked the lens, and I can actually hear a screw inside the lens. I don't know if you can hear that. So this is a cheaper version of it because I just didn't really care too much. All I really cared about was that the glass was very clean, which I could have just done myself as well. I looked up after I ordered that it's really not that hard to do. And I do want to try and take it apart because it seems like there's something weird with the aperture ring. It like continuously spins, and so we'll see if we can fix that. But The way that this setup works with the anamorphic lens is, well, we have to put them together essentially. So this is the setup. So basically we've got the Helios in front right here, which is called the taking lens. And then we've got the anamorphic lens in front. So the reason we have to take these two lenses and put them together is so we have some kind of iris control. And we'll get characteristics of the anamorphic with the front and then characteristics of the Helios in the back. The biggest problem when you do this though is double focus. Essentially what I have to do is I have to match the focus rings on both lenses in order to get, well, a sharp image. And so what we need to look into is a single focus solution. You wouldn't have to necessarily buy any more equipment to make this setup work. You could just use this. We do want to add some rails down here to kind of support this mount because, you know, we don't want to put a ton of pressure on the camera. But yeah, I'm going to work on that stuff and order that single focus solution. Here it is, the single focus solution. Basically the way this works is it goes in front of our two lenses like this, and then we just spin this front part right here, and boom, we're focusing on one ring as opposed to the two before. Man, I seriously can't believe this thing is finally starting to take shape. There is one thing though. This looks cool and all, but I think we need some kind of cosmetic upgrade. We did it. We finally got all the parts, got everything assembled, and it's done. There is one last thing about this setup actually that I need to tell you about. So the minimum focus distance on this setup is about 3 feet. Now that's fine, but there are times I know I'm going to want to get some close-up shots. So that's where diopters come into play. These are basically just like macro lenses. They will just help us get those closer tight shots when we want them. We will lose infinity focus when we do that, but that's okay because I don't think I'll need infinity focus in those situations. Now, I know what you guys are asking, and it is this lens you built, does it even look good? Well, I'll just let you judge for yourself. there you have it. Personally, I'm in love with the look, and I think I may have started a bad addiction. But hey, I'm just happy everything went fairly smoothly, besides the Helios lens having a few minor problems, but nothing huge. If you're curious as well, I'm going to be doing a follow-up video walking you through how to build a setup like this for yourself and how much it could potentially cost. And you don't have to have an S1H to use a setup like this. You can essentially use any camera. You just have to know the limitations before you do it. If you found this video entertaining though, be sure to give it a triple thumbs up. And if you have any ideas or suggestions, or just want to come talk about camera gear, feel free to pop into my Twitch chat. Or if you want to join a community of like-minded camera people, join the Discord and get involved there. And if you support what I do, check the description. There's links to everything there. You can also support me by hitting the subscribe button and the bell button to be notified of future uploads, like the how to build your own anamorphic lens like this. Until that time though, happy filming.